we get into the real PC building business. AJ says for the low price of $3.99. Kiwi Boy says you should do a shirt with lttstore.com and then just like hashtag sellout on the back. I've always preferred shill. I prefer shill to sellout. I think it has a nicer ring to it. All right, let's go ahead and pull this off. We're gonna go ahead and figure out what our, we're gonna have to consult the picture on the box, I think, to know which way is the best way to orient this puppy. I wanna make sure that the text is gonna be right side up. Okay, so we want our tubes coming out, we want our tubes coming out the bottom like this. So that means we probably want that going in like that. Yep, that should be good. And then, Brendan, what did I say? You know what? No, I lied. I want to do it that way. A lot of the time, you can move your computer a certain way in order to optimize the cool light side on trees, whatever. And that might be important to you. To me, I make most of my PC building decisions based on and maintenance when it comes to Dior says the fan is running. You're right. The fan is not spinning, and it is not supposed to be spinning at this time. Had enough of your fan not spinning memes, Twitch. Got a super chat from, hold on a second. Sorry, I'm just trying to get all my radiator screws. Ah! No! Cool. Hold on. Doesn't matter which way your pump outlets are, either on the bottom or top of the case. Making outlets on the bottom so you get the ceramic sticks. Wow, that super chat is pretty late. Okay. I think it might matter though. It's possible though that the display can be configured, so that might be what they're referring to. Interesting. Is this sitting funny? See this? Am I missing something here? Is that just like a visual trick though? I think you're right. I think it's designed that way. Huh. So it's flat So I can only install the fans on this radiator one way. Interesting. That's probably not the way that I would have done it, because it means that the screws are the right length for these ones, but then they're way too long and I can't get an angle of fins under these ones. I'm going to consult the manual. That seems like a good idea right about now. Okay, yeah, float plane seems to be about as confused as I am. Okay, well, the manual clearly specifies that you are to install the fans this way, so at least they got you covered there with the correct instructions. But I sort of wish that there was like a different length of screw for the shorter thickness thing. Well, I mean, hey, you guys, I think what you guys love about us is we're not afraid to criticize our sponsors. And I guess Gigabyte has given us a wonderful opportunity today. I don't mind stylized hardware in the slightest, but I do mind a little bit when it starts to interfere with the functionality of it. And this is something that if I were on Gigabyte's design team, I would not allow. This is much like when I criticized Corsair back in the day about their fans that had like rounded circular edges that caused these divots to exist here, so they didn't have proper static pressure installing something square like a radiator. I gave them a real hard time about that for years, and eventually they stopped doing that. Stupid. This is something that I would definitely like to see adjusted in the future, because this is a lot of. Fortunately, modern radiators don't have the actual tubes that carry the water under the fan holes anymore. But this is a lot of fin mangling that it's not going to affect performance. It just makes me uncomfortable. That's all. It's an emotional thing. I've got some people pointing out that 2 screws would be plenty. I could just put in the 2 that it makes me more comfortable. That is true. That really is enough to mount a fan to a radiator. But when the manual says, use 8 screws, and when there are 8 holes, I also think it's fair for a user to assume that they're supposed to put in 8 screws. And, your 2 screws is not proper, and your product should be designed to be used properly. And then if there are shortcuts, then hey, that's great, there's a shortcut. Interesting. Zatharian over in Floatplane chat says, hey, that makes sense, because they probably want it done that way to show off the RGB more. Okay, fair enough. But okay. And I mean, I guess that is the kind of build this is, given we've got RGB RAM placeholders. So the manual says to peel the peels too, says Lloyd Taylor. I doubt that the manual for that memory says to peel the peels on the RGB sticks. I doubt it. Peel on the motherboard? No. Oh, this one? No, I took that off. That's just a glossy surface. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that one. I didn't. Yeah, it says, any updates on the air conditioning project? Anyway, I ordered an air conditioning unit. Not once, but twice. It's not something I'm proud to admit. And while I was ordering the wrong thing and arranging returns for the wrong thing, they ran out of stock of the right thing, because we went from me being on the ball and getting on this early to everyone and their dog, you know, being like, hey, it's Thursday, air conditioning, what are we doing this year? So the order is in place, all the installation is done. you don't understand like what he's up to over there. You are being
Wow.
sold like
That was pretty nice.
a lot more than they're worth right now. Alright. What was I just doing? Oh yeah, I put the standoffs. Thanks, Brandon. What would I do without you? I could last 2 months. I know that much. Yeah, I'd be all right for 2 months, and then that would be the end of it. I'd reach the end of my rope. I'd be like, I need to get back to the office now. Okay, I think I've got everything cleared out of the way that I need.
What up, Daniel? Dinia?
Bit of a tight fit, but that's the thing. You gotta make trade-offs, right? If you want a big tower case, yeah, it's easier to work in, but you're gonna have a lot more space to. And it's gonna be heavy and all that good stuff.
Almost went the whole match without dying.
Oh no. Well, that's fine. Third time's a charm, right? We'll just do it the third time. So I overlooked something. This motherboard, because they've got so much M.2 storage on it, doesn't actually have the center standoff. So, see that? Normally you'd have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ATX standoffs. But this one has an M.2 in the way. So how are they supposed to put a whole big one? So that means I have to pull out that one that's usually installed by default. Normally you get these 6 installed by default. The IO shield? Oh, it has a
How?
IO shield.
Man, what the heck?
People get antsy when they see me skip a step. Had a lot of people really uncomfortable on one of these previous build streams when they thought I didn't put any thermal compound on, but it actually was just purified. Okay, here we go. Just gotta hold this in place. And oh, rats. I don't know which screws I'm using. That's okay, because I've got this. Hey Brandon, I'm gonna show you some PC building magic right now. Alright, watch this. So I've got a standoff here, and I've got oh never mind, I don't have to do that. I was gonna like stand up a screw and then I was gonna like put it on there to see if it's quite like M3 or PC screws are either 632 or M, whichever one of them it is. And usually you can tell visually pretty easily which one it is, just by kind of looking inside. Mike over on YouTube is like, lay it down? 2 question marks on there, love it. Not necessary, it's fine. I got this. You don't need to lay a case down. You know what's funny? Is I always used to lay my systems down when I was building them. And it wasn't until I worked with a tech at the CIX Langley store. His name was Andrew. And I saw him building a computer. He actually was seated, and he had it kind of like, so he was sitting, and he had it kind of like leaned over in front of him. So it was almost vertical, and he was building it like that. And I was like, why are you doing that? Like, who would do that? And it's like, oh, well, it takes up less space on my desk. And when I need to get around the back for cable management or to put something in or whatever, it's easier to just kind of rotate it over. And he converted me. So now I almost always build systems standing up. There's only a couple of points where it's more vulnerable to having something fall over or fall out. And once you've done it enough times, I mean, there's certain things that I still do laying down. I will almost never install a CPU system standing up right. There's just too much risk of it kind of falling out like that. Definitely had happened during big swaps with other people, but yeah, the CPU and the CPU falling down are just the only things that can go wrong when you're building this matter. Wow, this is really tight. Can you see that, Brandon? There is basically zero clearance between the IO shield and this fan cable here. That is crazy. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this here. the studio lights look so much better for this stuff too. There we go. Yeah. Get in there. That's nice. Pleasure. Oh,
We don't do any training over here. We just go right into the match.
Okay. Oh, not good. Wait, does that look clean enough? Alright. CPU cooler time. We have a lot of drivers to sort out. Actually, no, we're not going to do CPU cooler yet. Because you can see how tall this thing is? It's really high profile, so once we put that in, it's going to be kind of hard to get at the area up here. So I want to get my power supply in there, get that cable on at least, so that I don't have to worry about it once the CPU is already Sup, Pat Rick? Hey, Pat Rick? You mean Patrick? Why you get me like that, Alexander?
Blue team boy. God.
Kiwi Boy 22 says, does any streaming service offer more than 1080p? Not free ones that I'm aware of. I mean, there's definitely ways to stream more than 1080p online. But as far as like consumer-facing ones, like a Twitch TV or a YouTube, pretty much everyone's capped at 1080. Honestly, it's not the resolution that's the main issue in terms of the stream quality, though. It's the bitrate. So pretty much everyone and their dog is capped at around 6,000 kilobit per second, or 6 megabit. And at that bitrate, 1080p can be a benefit in terms of the sharpness of the image. You're giving up other things when you go from 720 to 1080 and just 6 megabit.
up, what up? How you doing? Oh god, he came out of nowhere. Oh no. It's not the last game, I went like 29-1, and this time I died like 3 times already.
Oh, I don't know if I ever actually like totally said like I'm back.
Yeah, I wish it was actual. Like when I read the reviews, it said it was like first person, but it's not.
When it comes to getting it's really, really tough.
Yeah, so I downloaded another one called Battle Prime, but I haven't like tried it yet.
Just a little. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, like it's opened up.
I mean, this one seems pretty cool. Like you
I mean, we're possible before
unlock shit.
like just having all the gear
I like that type of gameplay.
that when I was doing the security system upgrade, I was able to work on it throughout the day. So when I did my first install, it was daytime, and I was able to look at the quality in the day. And then when I did my second install, it was nighttime, so I could look at the night vision. That's not something that's easy to do when I'm shooting with you guys, who like presumably have your own home and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been really good in some ways, but I'm also
Oh yeah.
like, it's just exhausting. Yeah. Yeah, like if you're working on
I just recently got back into like Avatar.
every time.
I'm pretty far into Naruto.
And it's like it's one of those things where it's like
And of course I watch like adult animations like
perspective. He's supposed
you know,
to be able to get all his work
The Simpsons and
his schedule
Rick and Morty and stuff like that.
We
Futurama.
want to do a good job for you guys. We kind of take pride in our work, and you cannot test the low level.
Then I also watch like Bleach and My Hero Academia.
Just you kind of know where
You say what's my favorite character?
I feel like even in the time that we've been doing it, have gone from being completely less to becoming, to like getting to the point where they're going to become more regulated. And I think it's been a good thing for us as a company. But I think in some ways it's hurt us. I think we noticed
Oh my gosh.
like, no, we actually made objectively worse content that was less.
I mean, hey, if you want to edit me something or whatever,
There's a little bit of like JP.
I'm pretty sure you can send it to me in a message on here.
So something that James and I were talking was maybe even if I'm in a
I'll put it on my little display at the bottom, like where I got a Gara.
C200 there, and you know, just film stuff there when it makes sense. Hey, how about
I mean, you can do a new version of Gara. He's like my favorite
yeah, back when I didn't know
because he goes hard.
I saw yeah. What do you mean by owning lights? Really, we didn't own lights at the beginning. Your first shoot, did we have the female flows already for your first shoot?
I'm gonna try ranked.
No, those were not a great choice.
All right.
Ed asked you. Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure he told me he asked his like gearhead friend if he's
While you do that, I'm gonna try this ranked. See what happens.
There's a lot more options. And I mean, the keynote polls are one of those things that you as a gearhead might have read a lot of really great reviews about, but then, okay, well, I don't know. Maybe it was because he said we were only getting 2 lights, and you were like, well, if you're only getting 2 lights and you need it for everything, I don't know. Tungsten lights would have been an option as well. Yeah. Daylight and fluorescent. Okay. So that's probably what happened there. And looking back at some of the old Tech Quickie videos when all we had was the 2 keynote flow lights and we were trying to light a subject under green screen. Oh, so good. So good. Alright, let's run our CSR here. One thing that's nice about these fans with their like indented frames is that even though I didn't run these wires already, which I probably should have, I was able to get past this fan. I otherwise might not have been able to. So that's I'm still not endorsing them because I do like to have the flexibility to install my fans in whatever orientation I want. But that was an unintended positive consequence. I otherwise would have had to pull my my radiator off in order to run these cables. All right. I'll give you this one. I will give you this one.
What up? What up?
See, this is another thing that's a lot easier when you're standing the case up. Like, I'm still contorted in a really uncomfortable position. The only reason for that is that we're filming it. If I was just building this computer for fun in my own time, I would be facing it directly and I wouldn't have to like, move myself over like this in order to work on it. And actually, the only reason I was doing it is out of the way of this camera angle that I wasn't even using.
Eating my chicken streaming
Oh well.
on the phone. Playing on this new game I downloaded. It's called
Yep, got it.
After Pulse.
Yeah.
Why you want a piece of chicken?
That's probably the biggest upgrade
I didn't
that
take none of
we
the sauce off right
ever
now.
made. Yeah, well, okay. I shouldn't say the biggest upgrade we ever made, but like,
You want
I've had a lot
ranch
of people
on it?
ask over the years what we use for audio. So
how big of a bite do
see
you
the
want?
pack that I'm wearing. This is a
Is this good?
I forget the model. Electrosonics LTV, and
Dude, I made a shitload of
it
ranch.
is $2,000. Just like
I kind of just drenched it in it though.
YouTuber, this is a YouTuber device. Like, well, you know, look how much money I spent. $2,000 just for the
I think I'm just gonna blow myself up. Okay. What? Man, he hit me like twice.
I can only remember a couple of times raging out the maybe once in the encounter, and once when we lost some footage. And that was like probably the one time that I and not to be an angry boss. Okay, the other thing
Might be able to turn the sensitivity up on this a little bit. Oh man, this is pretty good though. But I don't know why this guy didn't just buy pop filters. He said everyone and their dog. Only one.
If there's an audio hiss or whatever, we don't care. That's how you can tell if you're ever visiting us and shooting something with us, like as a special guest. You can tell how important you are, because if you get a Senkin, then you're really, really important. We consider everything you say to be, not losable. And if you get a Sennheiser, then we figure, if we miss it here and there. But that wasn't true until recently. We only got a second Senkin not that long ago. So if you were here a year ago or whatever, and you got a Sennheiser, it's still fine. To be clear, we're not saying the Sennheisers are bad mics or anything. We just work in an environment that is extremely RF polluted. And so when I use those Sennheisers at home, they're fine. And that's why you'll see a lot of really great reviews of them. And you'll see people saying, like, oh, it's insanity that anyone spends, 10 times the price on electrosonics or whatever. And in their experience, I don't doubt that that's true. But in our experience, it's absolutely necessary
What up?
to have something that's more rock solid. What's up? Oh, you had your hands on your head. Yeah. Back in the old days.
Oh, I bet. I just did my first rank match on here.
Alright. So there we go. We're actually coming along pretty well here. We've got our CPU.
Oh my gosh.
We've got all these cables running around to the back. We can start wiring up let's get the case wiring out of the way, so we don't have to deal with that later. So front USB 3 is probably down here at the top. Okay, front USB 3 is over here. Both the Type-C and more classic USB 3 are over here. This case got some Type-C connector, so we're not going to use that one. We'll just use that.
Yeah, let me hop off and go in there real quick. Why's my...
Did someone else take over Brendan's Photoshop duties? Oh, thank you. Andy, is there anything he can't do? He's great. I like it.
Yo, that's funny.
So guys, new LTTstore.com announcement. Do I have the other one? Actually, Brandon, can you run and get the other one? You know where it is, right? Wait, do you? Did I take it away?
I bet.
I might have taken it away.
That's crazy, man.
On LTTstore.com,
That's just
right
crazy.
Now, we just launched 2 new shirt designs with a twist. So I got my wife.
Probably get away with it too.
Head with it, and depending on these designs, sells more units. I will be getting rid. So we've got 2 designs. The clean. That's the one I'm wearing right now. And wait. Oh wait, Brandon, that's the Elemental. Oh, okay. You're getting the other one. I may have put it.
So you sent it, right? Oh wait.
Yeah. So
I should have known I had to do that.
Going to get it right now. So we've got 2 designs. We've got the clean.
Oh shit, bruh.
Clean shaven, minus face.
Yo, look at... I bet.
which is it's a different color, and it's gonna bring it down.
Dang,
In the
that.
meantime, I'm gonna go ahead.
Hold on, can I even save it?
Run out the rest of these things. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys my other camera. Hey, look at that. We've got a GoPro attached to a battery bank, and an HDMI.
Sure, armor, can sure. Oh, I can't. I don't think. Hmm. Well, hold up, though. I'm about to give you a follow.
Now that I have a camera operator, there's really no reason to do this anymore. Yep, that's a lesson that we're learning over and over again today. There we go. There's the front USB that you couldn't see me plugging in. Yeah, screw it. We're just gonna switch back into this. Good enough. And I'll do the front panel power.
Damn, you do that. It's a lot, don't
I'll show
you?
you guys the beard shape.
That's cool as shit.
I'm going to let you in on, which design I like better, or which one I think is
Look pretty nice.
anything like that. But over the next, I don't know if we have a time period here. I'm sure Nick will type up in the chat if he's watching.
What do you use to do your edits?
But over the next, whatever time period it is, whichever one sells more is going to be my facial hairstyle for the rest of the year. That's what I've committed. End of 2020. I will keep the beard until then, or I will clean shave and not go back to the beard until then. Oh yeah. They're
What do you use to edit your stuff?
But they really didn't like it at first because they said my face was too scratchy. And I gave them Python stuff.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I used to use PixArt, but I never did edits of like anime pictures or anything like that. But that was pretty cool. I might have to start doing that. You know, you could probably sell that stuff on here to get like like tokens and stuff.
Beard and how would that be more graceful? Got the clean, got the beard. Got the clean, got the beard. I'm too warm to wear 2 shirts right now. Ugh. But yeah, go ahead, cast your vote, and while you're over there, get a water bottle or whatever.
Oh, I can like it more than once. I bet.
Alright, we're good. Let's get these modular cables. I don't know how I lived without insulated water bottles before.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh man.
But you just did that in like 5 minutes, and you could easily make, 100 tokens at least, or more.
I may have no choice. I may actually just have to unscrew this power supply because there's not much room in this hard drive cage in the power supply. There's enough room for the cables to come out, but not really enough room for the cables to come out and my fingers. So I'm just gonna pop this open.
Yeah, go ahead and send it.
Can90 says, Linus beard looks better than beard shirt. Well, okay. It's funny that you bring that up because we actually went out of our way to try to make the designs themselves as equal as possible.
Oh yeah, look at Naruto.
So we didn't want people buying
My
one
boy.
or the other just because they like the design of the shirt better.
Yeah, that's my dude.
All about casting your vote.
Dang, yeah.
I've come around to it a lot, to be honest with you. There's still things that I
Oh yeah.
better about being clean shaven, like especially having to wear a mask.
Is this Kakashi
Extremely uncomfortable.
Sensei?
And I'm not using the word extremely lightly here.
It looks like it, but I'm not like totally sure.
But other than that, after probably I'd say the first 3 not too itchy anymore. And I don't like look in the mirror and go, oh, who's that? Yeah, I've gotten pretty used to it. No, I was never able to grow one before. I was kind of surprised that I was able to grow one. Because even a little while ago, when I went kind of mountain man for a little bit, it was quite patchy. Well, I thought it was pretty rough. I don't really thought it was good already, but I wasn't pleased that time. But I remember my dad telling me too.
No, that thing is nice. Do you know if they have like a Naruto game on like Android or iOS? I'm using iOS now, but
It's not really a look that I've ever cared about, so I didn't really think about it beyond that. But hey, there it is. Got it now. Got the option.
cause I know like I can play them from my Xbox and like put it on Mixer and then just open the Mixer app, but I don't really. There's a lot of work, and if my Mixer messes up, then it messes this up.
Do you groom it or trim it at all? So far, all I've really done is just maintain the neckline. I do want to take some of the length out of the chin right now because it's at the point where it's changing the shape of my face more than I would like. I already have kind of like a pointy chin.
Cause like I got the Xbox and I used to use Streamlabs, but you're supposed to use like I would use my laptop for Streamlabs and be broadcasting it to like YouTube and everything. But I didn't really like it that much because it was just I had to do that via Wi-Fi because my Xbox has always been hardwired, not anything else.
I'm one of those people who just cannot. Like, I can look at 10 men and I can try to.
I'm about to look it up on the App Store, see what they.
And I would get literally every single one of them wrong. I just have no idea. Like, I remember talking to my wife, and I'm not going to name any names here because that would be super awkward.
What? I thought I can't read your messages from here? Oh my gosh. Killing me. Hold on 1 second, I'll go back and check it.
Find like a great girlfriend, you know? They're smart, they're funny, they're good looking, and she's like,
why is that your name?
and I'm just like, oh, well that's not a very nice.
Oh yeah, they got bleach? Yoink.
So, yeah, okay.
I wonder if that's got controller support.
On float plane, or David are on float plane. It's like, well, she could just have very strange taste in men. I mean, that's fair. But by and large, she seems to mostly go with the consensus. So I think she probably, she probably, got it right. But I just had no idea. It's not the kind of thing that matters to me. Like I'm not in an industry where I like need to care that much about how I look compared to how the other people in my space look, and I don't know.
Looks like they got a couple of them on here.
Sorry? What's a positive trajectory? Oh, the beard is. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, see, that's another thing. Like, I never really cared about having the beard because I didn't know that, like, having a full beard is, like, important to being a good-looking guy. Like,
yeah, it popped up on there when I first looked it up.
What's my motivation here exactly? But there you have it. I'm learning more, You never stop learning, right?
This looks like more of a strategy game. Slugfest.
I don't know about the colored beard thing. And mean, this is coming from someone who has done colored hair a number of times in my life. I have colored hair.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's on there.
Not 100% certain.
That's what it looks like. I mean, they have this Naruto X Boruto Ninja Tribes,
You know, why am I putting this much content?
but I don't know.
Again, it's not like it's my job to look great. So
I don't think they have gameplay of it.
Lordy. It is a funny thing, though. We started getting more views around the time that I drew out the video, and I think it has.
Apparently, this guy loves this game though, so I might try it out.
COVID, self-isolation and stuff like that. But there is an argument.
Yo, they got DBZ. Hold up, can I see if this
In the old days,
has controller support?
YouTubers would put just like attractive women in the thumbnail of a video about something completely unrelated. Yeah. People are more likely to click on just like an attractive person, I guess, if that's anything to go by. So, you know, it made me wonder if maybe I should start caring about my personal appearance. I forget why, but there was a video recently. I was working on guidance for something, and I had to go back and look at some really, really old videos.
What? Which game is fully released, but not for what country?
And I really did look like I hadn't showered in a week, rolled out of bed onto set, and just started filming. Like, how did you put up with that, Brandon? Because you're put together pretty well. Like, you clearly care. Yeah, it seems like you care. I mean, compared to me when I'm at my worst, you're like, yeah, not anywhere near that on your worst day.